Alright, thanks for checking out our channel here. This is going to be a repair video, hopefully, on a Power Wizard PW6000. It's a 6 output jewel unit that Power Wizard makes. This pretty basic unit. I mean, there's no thrills about it. Just a light that flashes on the front, just kind of a dummy light, more or less. There's a box that clicks. So we don't get very many of these Power Wizard units unless they got a little age on them. You know, 5-10 years or older, maybe. But they seem to be pretty good. They're decent for the money. They're not the most expensive brand, not the cheapest brand either. But I can hear things roll around the inside, so we'll take this unit apart. Oops. That's what I was looking for. That's what was moving around with the capacitor. Alright. That's a 40 microfarad capacitor. This is plugging in. I don't even know what it's doing or not doing. So we'll plug it in first. See what it does. I don't really see anything. Notice we're burnt. Alright, plugging in here the power strip. Turn the power strip on. Alright. Light's flashing. But it's not clicking. So honestly, it could be any one of these three. The first thing, the easiest thing for me to check is the capacitor. This particular one's a 40 microfarad, but it could be 40, 50, 60. I'd probably say 40, 50 was what they normally read, or that's in this particular model. So let's put on capacitance setting. And you gotta unplug one wire off of here in order to test it right, because for whatever reason these things get a little squirrely when there's, well, it reads 40 on the dot, 39.8, so that's close enough, so the capacitor is fine. For whatever reason, if you leave the capacitor plugged in, both wires, it won't give you a reading off of it, so you gotta unplug one of the wires. The capacitor is fine. So next thing I want to do, this board might have a charge built up in it, so I'm just trying to be careful. And unplug the transformer from it. Because if the primary side of the transformer is open, or reading really high ohms, then that could be why it's not clicking. It's charging but not discharging and clicking through, because clicking sound comes from the transformer. So ohm across this should be 0 to 1 ohm, 0.4, so the problem's in the board. Alright, so we know the fuses are fine because the unit is coming on and powering up and flashing, so the fuses aren't an issue. So we either have to just replace the board. The other thing we can check is sometimes that big diode there at the top goes bad. So we'll check it, make sure it's good. It's good. I don't know what's wrong with it, because you can't get any schematics for this board. Some of these IC chips on there are kind of specialty things, so the best option to do on this one would just be put a new board in it. Since everything else is good, I don't want to waste too much time fiddle farting with the thing. Just put a new board in there and call it done. So let me go see if I got another board for this. Alright, a new board basically looks the same. It does have a this little protection piece right here. This one doesn't. So they've done a few updates to the board versus the old ones. Kind of curious how old this unit is. No date on it. Serial number, sticker, or whatever wore off. There's usually a sticker on the back that say MFG. That's the manufacture date, and the first it goes month and year. So if this example say it said 0317, that would be March of 2017 is when it was built. But this one doesn't have the sticker on it anymore. Just wore off. So we're going to put the new board in there. Call it done. And we'll get this capacitor screwed into place. See what I'm doing here. Trying to get all the wires in place. Alright, then we'll turn it on. We're up somewhere for a second, but not working. I think it's arcing on this wire here. Yeah, right inside there it's arcing. A little black spot on it. So I'll put a new connector on. Alright, now let's try it again. I'm gonna put the they're in there. They're all the same. All the bolts, there's different lengths. They're mixed up inside down in that tray there. It's working fine, putting out between about 7,000 volts. So that means the transformer's good too, so this thing's raring to go. Oh, we got to get that capacitor bolted down. So make sure that case sits down flush. Alright, and the little bulb looks like to be centered. Alright, now we'll put the lid on it, screws back in it, and this one's raring to go. Alright, so we're done with this one, so we'll shut it down and move on to the next one. So if you got any fence charger needs to be worked on, be happy to take a look at it for you. All these links are down in the description area as well, our email address and 2 websites are down there too. But we also work in cattle scales and low bars for Gallagher and True Test and some other brands, and EID tag readers for the Gallaghers as well. So until next time, see you later.